Hi there, welcome to another episode of Vision Quest. My name is Ashley Appap and I'm here with a very special guest today. But before we get to that, this is my podcast. If you've never listened or watched before, welcome. This is a place where I have people that I enjoy talk about some things that they enjoy. And if you're listening and watching and you've been here before, welcome back, friend.
If you're new, follow and subscribe.
Yeah, that too. And you know? Just tell us what you like and how you like it, because this is a place where we foster liking things that you like. And if this is one of the things you like it.
Me being this. If you like this.
If you like all of this. Speaking of all of this, we have Ally Sheehan here.
We do.
The one and only, my most prized possession. She lives in a box you can't see in that part of the room.
I come out once a year for Ashley's podcast. Today's that day.
Yeah. You guys didn't know I've actually had this podcast since I was born.
It's a dream come true for all of us involved.
Yeah. And I've only ever recorded one episode a year up until this point. When Ally and I have our annual Summerland sleepover.
Yes, which is a thing that we actually do.
Yes, it is. So would you like to tell these people, these fucking idiots over here,
these clowns,
who you are? Who the fuck are you?
That's a great question. First and foremost, a Summerland stan. That's about all there is to know.
Are you Team Brayden, Team Jay, Team Johnny?
I'm Team Erica, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Aren't we all?
Aren't we all? No one is Team Amber?
Brayden?
I feel like we definitely were Team Brayden.
I'm definitely Team Brayden, which is a problematic phase.
Yes.
No one's Team Cameron's dad, but
no, we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to get that heavy in this episode. Basically, for anyone out there who doesn't know, so we've been friends for a decade.
Literally, I was going to say Halloween, that's the name. Couldn't remember it. Halloween was our friend-iversary.
Yeah, 10 years ago.
And now here we are.
Just
rubbing
scalps. Sharing lice.
This is what dreams are made of.
As our hero, Liz McGuire, once said.
Proudly?
Proud
That
family.
too. The proud family.
Ally is, of course, an internet hoe, your local baddie.
Yes. Yep. And by baddie, she means bad knees.
Yeah, bad knees. Strong, what is it?
Strong brain, powerful knees.
You are Julie Corky. Strong brain, powerful knees. This is just going to be a lot of us
referencing things that hopefully you know, but you may not be at our level, but somewhere in that orbit.
And if you're not, this is the opportunity for you to learn all the cool things.
To dive in.
Exactly.
Yeah. If there's something that you don't get the reference of and you want to be in, just comment it and we'll help you out.
Yeah, we'll tell you exactly what it is. We'll send you a link and then we'll test you like a week later and be like, did you do your research? And if you didn't, you're going to have someone knock at your door and take you away to an asylum. And that's a podcast. That's the end.
And that's that on that.
No, it's not. And that's that on that. Period. All right, so we're just going to start with the questions. Question 1. What did you want to be when you grew up and why do you think that is?
I wanted to be an actress or an actor or a thespian, if you will. I think just because I loved acting and it was really fun and I loved playing different characters and being someone other than myself because I'm a little bit boring and it's like fun to be, as we all know. And then growing up, I realized you actually have to be good to do it for money. And I just did it for fun. I wasn't very good. And also it's just it's that whole world. It's if you're going to want to do that, you have to do it for 100%. You got a full send. And I was just I don't know if I can take the rejection of all of the no's that come from that. So I was like, I'll just do it for fun.
Yeah, smart.
Yeah.
And fun fact, we did almost cross paths.
In acting school.
You did that. So I did the musical theatre. If you watched the episode with Jeremy, shout out, we discussed this.
Shout out, Jeremy.
We did the version of that was musical theatre and you did the straight acting.
Because I can't sing and dance. So I just had to do straight acting.
I can confirm. You can dance. You can throw it back.
Thank you. I can throw it back for a real one. Cannot hold a tune. But I could have been in the chorus. So.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And that's on talent. Or lack thereof.
It's the lack of talent for me.
Okay, the next question is, what's your favourite thing about yourself? And I don't want you to say that behind. Because I know it's
As Jessie said, that thing you got behind you is amazing. That's about me.
Exactly. Hey, daddy's little girl
It's now my
is
baby.
now my baby.
My favourite thing. I really like, this is like a very serious answer, but I love seeing things in myself that like I got from my parents. So I have like
nice.
my mum's exact eyes and my dad's exact like hips of all things. And it was something that I used to like, both of those used to be really insecure about. And now I'm like, thanks guys. It's kind of cool.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Dad hips.
Dad hips. It's what every little girl dreams of.
Daddy, when I grow up, I want hips just like yours.
I think of the pacifier when he's like, you know, when Vin Diesel, they're not boobs. Are my boobs going to be as big as yours? They're not boobs.
His pecs.
Yeah.
I always say to my dad, can I please have your legs? He has like chicken legs.
I know, long, skinny, yeah.
We like envy over each other's legs because
Yeah.
I've got big old trunks.
Got them strong legs to crack a man's skull with. Right, ladies?
I mean, I haven't tried. There's still time.
There's still time. Sign up down below.
Sign up. Okay, so now we're going to move on to question 3.
Ooh.
What's your favorite feeling? So it can be physical or emotional.
I love the feeling when you've like spent the whole day at a beach with a bunch of people and then you come back somewhere and everyone's exhausted and you're like, you've had the hot sun on you all day, you've got a bunch of new freckles and you just like lie on a comfy couch and like throw on a movie and like everyone's just kind of low energy but good vibes.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great feeling.
And you like can't think or speak.
Yeah, and you
you're
don't
like,
need to. Yeah.
And you can't even, you're not even hungry yet. You're just lying there like,
Yeah, or you're hungry but you're too tired to eat.
yeah.
Yeah. It's a good mood.
A good moon.
Good mood. It's a good Judy mood.
Judy Bloom
Yes.
is what she means. And fun fact about our dynamic, we will never not take the opportunity to call each other out on things that we get wrong.
Yes, always. It's
It's
what
like-
keeps us humble because not many things do.
Yeah.
So it's needed.
Humble Bumble. This episode is sponsored by Hinge. It's not.
It should be.
It should be, but it's not. Okay, next question is, what's your happy place?
I
Don't know
think-
why I was conducting with
It
my
is in
hands.
the orchestra pit. I think you know the answer to this. My happy place is my summer camp in Connecticut where I've worked for 4 summers and it's just the happiest place in the world because when you're there it's like you're in this bubble, the outside world doesn't exist and you're just there with your kids, with your like messy room and your messy meals and it's a great time.
Beautiful.
Makes me
What
happy.
What would you say controversial is the worst part about camp?
Ooh.
Sorry to make it
Leaving
negative.
is
Oh.
the worst part, but also, well, they call it the hardest job you'll ever love because it's a lot of hard work and very little pay, but it's very fun. But if I'm thinking about the things that I do in a day at home, I do like maybe 3 things in a whole day. Whereas at camp, I'm like, you're up at 7, you're taking care of kids all day until your curfew, which is like 1 or midnight, and it's very exhausting.
Yeah.
Also, there were bed bugs infested in one of the cabins last summer, so that's maybe a bad thing, but it did happen to me. So
How did they stop it from spreading to all the other cabins?
I don't know. I don't really know.
Did they have to get new
They
mattresses?
had to move. Yeah, they moved camp. They moved bunks. Sorry, they moved to a different bunk.
I feel like those dirty kids would have carried it with them. I feel like summer
Or a
camp
dirty
kids.
counsellor. You never know.
You heard it here first. It was Ally, or it was actually Johnny.
Can't believe you knew who it was.
I'm just trying to make up a name, and I made up just a name of one of the characters from the show that we're about to talk about.
Yes.
Because I have no original thoughts.
What did she say? Catherine, Johnny, Ava, and Christina.
I will put that clip in
Thank you.
here. Okay, next question is, what's your favourite song to cry to?
Oh, great question. I think a really good one, which I haven't listened to in a while, but is Rainy Season by Hunter Hayes.
Ooh.
It's like if you're with someone but you kind of know that it's not going to work out, it's the rainy season and it's a great song. Anything by Sam Smith, Marjorie by Taylor Swift is a good new one in the mix. I'm not really a cry to music girl. Like if I'm upset, I'll listen to music to lift me up,
Yeah,
to raise me up.
by Andrea Bocelli.
Yes, exactly,
Yes.
exactly.
So that's your official answer?
Yeah.
You
raise me
up! Oh, that was bad. See, I wasn't lying.
This is why I was in acting, not singing.
Anytime someone says acting, I automatically think chiropractic.
I'm sure that's something we all do.
I want to be an actor, but only play a chiropractor. I want to be a chiropractor actor. Velociraptor. Okay, the next question is, who's someone you admire?
Oh, that's a great question. I really wish I'd thought about this beforehand.
It can be anyone. It could be like something as stupid as like my dog. You don't have a dog, but
I had a fish and it died. So.
It could be like my next door neighbor, my grocery clerk.
You know what? You know who I admire? I actually do admire you.
Oh God.
Because as long as I've known you, you've just been someone who has all these amazing talents and was never scared to go after them. And I'm so proud of you because you've just chased your dreams and you've shown us all that it is possible to be the most amazing version of yourself. And I love you for that. And I'm serious. It's you.
Thank you. Aww. A little bit of a chair hug for us. If you heard that smooch, that wasn't mouth to mouth. We do that off camera.
If you're just listening and not watching, that was just a quick peck.
Quick peck.
Quick Josh peck, if you will.
Yes, of course. Okay, do you have any other answer that's not me? Because I feel like that me staring at you made that happen, which is not my point. No, I will put that in. I will put that in. But
I would just say also my mum. I think my mum's a rock and she's great.
Shout out.
I admire her. Yeah, shout out.
She's the queen.
She is.
Love you. Okay. The next question is, we're getting through these very quickly.
We're powering through.
Yeah, but I mean, we have so. I knew that
this is good.
No. It's. Okay. I knew that we would have so much to talk about with our topic.
Yes, that we want. I'm irrelevant. We want to get to the fun stuff.
And fun fact, Ally is a sincere queen, but also I feel like under pressure, you go straight for the bits.
That's true.
And when I say bits, I mean
private bits.
Private bits. Okay, so the next question is, what's some weird kid stuff you used to do?
Ooh.
And I know that there's a lot.
There has to be a lot because I'm an only child. So like I had to entertain myself somehow.
An only child, some would call an OnlyFans.
Oh boy.
You just upload videos of
you
being like, will someone be my sibling?
I'm all alone. Well, one of the things is just that, like, as an only child, I had to be very confident to make new friends. Like, I couldn't pussyfoot around and just hope they'd come to me. So, when I was 2, we lived in a combi van for a year and we travelled around Australia. And so I just had to go and put myself out there, something that I probably couldn't do now. But I would just go up to kids and be like, do you want to be friends? So maybe I could handle the rejection of acting because I'm sure a lot of them said no. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that was just something that I would... It's not that weird, but I just like that I was able to go and approach people and put myself out there.
Yeah.
Weird kid things.
I think your ability to track down and stalk celebrities was a weird thing.
Yeah. Yep. I think I blocked that out of my mind. So somehow, when I was, let's say 14, I had found a Google Earth photo of the Jonas Brothers house. So I knew they had this circular rooftop in LA in a gated community. And when I was in LA, I somehow made it into that gated community and I went and I visited their house and I took a photo outside and I also took a photo outside Miley Cyrus's house because it was just next door at the time. And I may or may not have pressed her into come and spoken to her mum, but that's just speculation. There's no way of knowing. You can't hold me to that. So yeah, that was a lot.
Yeah. And you know what? I will link the video that Ally posted with all of these experiences.
I do have all of my celebrity story times, meeting them. Link that below.
On the internet.
Yeah. I once got all my friends to bring things in that like we had around the house or food and then we'd sell them to like other kids at school and the teachers found out like maybe 3 or 4 days in and like made us give the money back. I don't think we did. But I felt so cool. I was like, should I get an ABN? Like, just running my own little business.
All right, so the final question. Do you think aliens are real?
Absolutely.
Do you mean crabso-pootly?
I do, in fact.
Okay, great.
I do, in fact, mean that. I think, not to be too mean, but I think if you don't think aliens are real, you're crazy.
I would like to reference you to your good friend Amanda Dux's episode where...
Like I said, crazy. I just think how we are on one planet.
No, she had a good. Her point was she can't say yes or no if she doesn't have the answer. if there's no proof, she's never going to say yes.
But
so fair enough.
But it's do you think aliens are real? It's not are they, it's do you think.
This is about to start a friendship
Ducky,
feud.
find me. Let's go. My thing is, we're on one planet. Like, imagine this, before you'd ever left the country, you couldn't imagine that other countries were out there with other people, but they were. You just hadn't seen them yet.
Yeah.
So we're on one planet, in one solar system, in one galaxy. There are millions or trillions of them. How can we be the only life force?
Yeah, that's a good
Doesn't
point.
make sense. So I think they're out there. Whether they know that we exist, who knows? Whether they know we exist and are like, we're not going near that train wreck of a planet, that's fine. I think they're absolutely real. I've seen Thor. I know that he's out there.
Okay, I'm outing myself as not being a Marvel stan.
It's fine. Let me think of a more mainstream reference for you. I've seen Xenon.
Yes. Xenon the Queenon.
Yes, there are other life forces out in the world.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
So if you had the opportunity to meet an alien, would you, or would you be scared? Like, what do you think they're like?
I don't think they're like the little green guys with eyes, but it's like, why do we present them that way in so many media, examples? Maybe they must look like that, and that's why we make them look like that. But I think they probably just look like humans. Maybe I am an alien. Would I meet one? I think I would if I was known that it wouldn't attack me.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I would love to meet them.
You hear that? If you're out there,
I'm ready.
she's ready to be probed. Only
by
anally.
aliens. Yeah.
Only by aliens and only anally.
Yeah.
A girl named Annalie. Okay, and now
onto the real tea.
Exactly. Onto a real one, being the 2004 smash hit, not really, but to us.
In our hearts.
Hit, Ally.
Summerland.
Play a theme song. What is it? I
When
forget.
I see you smile, I know everything's okay. When I hear you laugh, it's always a brighter day. I'm gonna do my best, forget the rest. As long as you're with me, you'll be alright. It's a beautiful day, yeah, yeah. Such a beautiful day, yeah, yeah. Such a beautiful day. Oh, what a banger of a show. I think it's probably the best TV intro of all time.
It is.
But I've been recently watching The OC, which started in 2003,
Yeah.
so a year prior. And if you see, Summerland blatantly copied the opening. Like, same...
The visuals?
Visually and well, not so much the song, but visually it's almost identical.
Wow.
Yeah, but
Never
Summerland
noticed.
is better, so...
Parks and Rec has a similar one in terms of just the
Oh,
squares.
Yeah, very
But
true.
I don't think Parks and Rec copied
I think
off.
they did watch it and be like, let's do something similar.
Similar but
And
completely
change
different.
the font so the teacher can't tell. That kind of
Absolutely.
thing. Yeah.
Mike Schur was like a die-hard Summerland fan.
As we all are.
Yeah. So we, in preparation for this, I'm putting that in
As
quotation
our
marks,
homework.
watched a couple of episodes over a couple sessions. Usually, every summer that we've been able to for what? How many years? Like
At least a good 3 or 4.
3 or 4?
Yeah.
We watch all of the episodes.
It's only 2 seasons. We should preface that.
Yeah. Each episode is 45 minutes. And there's like...
20
something episodes?
Yeah. 22, 24.
Would you like to tell everyone who's in the cast? Just like go for it.
Let me throw some big names at you. We have Zac Efron, Jesse McCartney, Kay Panabaker or Panabaker or whatever it is. Laurie Laughlin, I believe it's called.
Convicted felon.
herself. And who's the guy that plays Jay? He's a celeb.
He's the Australian guy, Spencer someone, I think his name is.
Spencer Breslin?
No.
Someone Spencer, maybe? Anyway, he's...
Jesse Spencer?
Jesse Spencer. No,
Yeah.
that's the guy in House. Anyway.
We don't know.
Anyway.
I'll put a little thing saying his name. His name is
Ryan Quanten. Not Spencer, not Jesse. But look, in the same realm of those names. When you think about it, we all know a Ryan who could be a Spencer or a Jesse, right? You get me. Okay.
Why don't you explain the premise real quick?
Okay,
30-second summary.
30 seconds to Summerland. 30 seconds to Mars, 30 seconds to...
5 seconds of Summerland.
30 seconds to Playa Linda. Okay. Basically, there's a family of 3 kids.
Brayden, oldest boy. Jesse McCartney.
Nikki.
Middle girl, kind of annoying.
Kay Panabaker.
Youngest kid.
Derek.
But we love to change his name every time we watch an episode because he's just kind of forgettable.
Yeah, his whole storyline is just...
His whole shtick.
His whole shtick is death.
Yeah.
It's creepy.
He's very obsessed with death.
He's like 8 years old.
Yeah. Their parents die in the pilot. That's
Yes.
what kicks it all off. They're from Kansas, middle of nowhere town, dusty,
Yeah.
weird place in America.
It opens on like them in a storm and their parents have gone to get something and then there's a crash, they don't come back. Then they go from stormy Kansas
to sunny California.
Playa Linda.
Right by the beach.
I don't think is a real place. It was filmed in Hermosa Beach, which was my favourite beach to go to when I lived in LA.
And we have a fun memory there.
We do. Would you like to tell everyone about our memory? We went there for a fun day and we saw some puppies being put up for adoption. We played with them for like a good hour. And we went down to the beach and as Hilary Duff once said, why not?
And what did I do? We danced to the Jonas Brothers in the sand. Insert clip here.
Also, obviously, if you've listened to this many episodes, you know that I love the Jonas Brothers. Ali's the only person I think that I know that...
We're on an equal level.
Yes, exactly. And we were very lucky to see them together.
We were blessed.
Oh, last year at Wango Tango. What a ref. Insert that clip.
We are here. We're walking in our good footwear. We're gonna see the Jonas Brothers, baby beware, cause we're ready.
Great.
Blessed.
So
just a little backstory of our friendship and our love for
Exactly.
the Jonas Brothers, just to get the mood going.
yeah, and every year for I'd say, I reckon the Summerland tradition actually goes back further because
Than
it goes.
our Mexican tradition.
Yes, because I think the Summerland tradition goes back maybe like 5-6 years from just like summer days here in the
You're
pool.
right. You're probably right. We just pop one on.
Yeah, but
We've really deep dove into it in recent years.
Yes.
Yeah.
And every year that you've worked at camp, I've been simultaneously working
In LA.
or like
Summerland.
doing something in the US, and we've like coincided our trips.
Yes, and we've also run into each other in airports overseas twice.
For out of nowhere.
Yeah.
One of the times I had just arrived in New York as you were leaving, is that right?
No. I was there. I was chosen out of the 400 staff at my camp to be one of 3 people to go and pick up these campers that were coming. So I wasn't even flying anywhere. I was just at JFK, like baggage, like getting a kid.
Yeah.
And who would walk out of the bathroom but this old mug?
Just in the entrance, just like walk past, and then we look up and go, oh.
You were on the phone, you're like, oh my god, I've just seen Ally, I've got to go.
And I was on the phone to my mum. She's like, whoa! It was excellent. But anyway, unnecessary backstory.
So sorry.
But also it's not because it matters to us.
Yeah, as you've got to know our law.
Yeah. Law.
The law of our friendship.
Write in the comments below what law you want to find out more about. Yeah, so Summerland.
Yeah, so the 3 kids, they've got, I may be confusing it with Raising Helen, but I feel like there's like a responsible aunt who's like, I will obviously take them, I will raise these children, but the will says they're going to Ava, fun Aunt Ava, who lives in California, and it's like a bit of a party gal.
Yes.
But that's who they're going to.
Played by convicted felon Lori Loughlin.
The one and only.
But she lives with these roommates who are close friends of hers. So we have Susanna,
who you would say is the caricature of the early 2000s of a sassy black friend.
yes, which is like sad, but
Sign of the times.
exactly. And she wears lots of like cami tops.
And spaghetti straps.
Yes.
Probably a kitten heel.
Definitely. She's a fashion designer.
Yeah.
In season 2, we learn a lot more about her arc.
Yes.
And then there's Jay, who is an Australian man from the Bondi.
Lost
The
his
Bondi?
virginity- Lost his virginity on Bondi Beach.
That's right.
As we just learned in today's episode.
Yes.
And
And
then there is Johnny.
Johnny. All my Daddy Gonzalez fans out there.
Ava's old flame, who it's like a will they, won't they, but they already have, but will they again, a friends to lovers to now friends again. Oh, we just love them so much.
It's a journey.
It is.
He is
it's a Johnny.
It's a Johnny. It is a Johnny. And then the kids move to Playa Linda. They're like, what's going to happen?
We don't
Almost
know this life.
immediately, Brayden, Jesse McCartney, is good
Realizes
at surfing.
that he's hot and like will fit in California because he skied and snowboarded in Kansas, which translate to surfing skills.
Yeah.
And he's Jesse McCartney, so he's hot, so he's fitting in fine.
Yes.
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile,
Little Miss Annoying.
Nikki falls in love, as we all did, with
Zac Efron. A little gap tooth Zac Efron.
a little gap tooth bitch.
Yeah.
The character's name's Cameron. I think this might have been his first.
It was one of his earliest roles. Before this, he had done NCIS and this little number with, what's the actress from Paulette from Legally Blonde?
Jennifer Coolidge.
Yes, they did a little short film called If You Lived Here, You'd Be Home by Now. And that was pretty much all he'd done before he arrived in Playa Linda and in our hearts.
There you go. And in our hearts and in our farts.
Yeah.
Every time I fart, I think about Zach. And he plays a nice boy from Playa
Boy next
Linda.
door kind of type.
Yeah, and his dad and I think Ava used to date, or they knew each other, just like
Okay.
friends back in the day. I can't remember.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
I don't know. I feel like maybe they meet later in season 2.
No, they definitely knew each other.
Okay,
They definitely
okay.
knew each other. Because the episode we watched the other day was like episode 3
Oh, they referenced him.
of season 1, and
Yes.
they're like father, like son, or something like that.
Ooh.
We're just gonna address this once.
Trigger warning.
Trigger warning, season 2, Zach's character arc, which is heavily foreshadowed in season 1, is that
His dad is
his
abusive.
dad, not Zach's dad, Cameron's dad, Mr. Efron, we respect you, we're so sorry. But he's like physically abusive, like he hits him basically.
I think they handle it really well because
they do.
Nikki learns that you have to tell someone, you have to tell an adult. And
It kind of is weirdly like the OC mixed with like Degrassi.
yeah, it's a bit of an after-school special moment.
Yeah. In every episode. So the episode that we watched today, Brayden loses his virginity.
Mm-hmm.
Taboo.
Maybe.
Young boys
doing it
in a cave.
And who does he lose it to?
So he loses it to, I think the character's name's Sarah as well, isn't it?
Sarah.
Yeah, played by Sarah Paxton.
A good friend of Ashley's.
We did an improv class together and we're in trivia and she's lovely. She's a wonderful
sweet
human being.
girl. Also known as Aquamarine for those of you playing
Yes.
along
Oh
at
my
home.
god.
Yeah.
An iconic
Iconic mermaid.
If you haven't, you should watch my friend Charlie's Angels video on Aquamarine where he watches it for the first time. It's
What I would
so
give
good.
to watch it for the first
I
time.
know.
Amazing.
So she plays like this like other side of the tracks, like beach girl, who's like
Her
bad.
parents aren't around, no supervision, just like bit of
She's
a crazy.
clearly going through something.
But to Brayden, she's just this hot piece of ass that we'll put out.
He does think
He
more
does.
than that of her.
He does. But the
He
episode
does.
did open with a sex dream about it.
Yeah, he had a wet dream for sure.
Yeah.
He's very sweaty in it.
Yes.
Also, all the episodes we've been watching have been on YouTube.
Yeah.
And all the audio's been taken away. Like
Because
all
the songs are copyrighted, so they're just muted. So there'll be like a scene where something really interesting or dramatic happens, and the music just cuts out, and it's silent, and it's awkward, and it's great.
it's I don't know if it's great.
It's fun if you play along at home and sing your own songs to like match the moment.
Yeah, which is what we were doing. And we were just singing Jesse McCartney
Different
songs.
Jesse
weren't we?
McCartney songs.
There are some Jesse McCartney songs in...
Yeah.
Do you remember that scene where he's going to Erica's? We need to explain the rest of the characters.
Oh my god, Erica. We need to talk
Okay.
about Erica. Insert a photo of Erica right here. Or a GIF if you can.
The hottest human being on the planet.
Literally, if you're not gay, you might be when you see Erica.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a scene where Brayden is like going to find her and his song Because You Live plays. And it's like burned in my brain.
Oh, she's just the most amazing.
Because you make me believe in myself when nobody else can help. Cause you live my world. There's twice as many stars in the sky. Because you live, I live. Sorry, we both just
Thank you, Jessie.
came.
In the cave.
Came in the cave. Okay, so there's Erica. Who
Erica
else?
works at the
Surf shop.
surf shop with Jay.
Yeah, and Erica and Jay have like an on again, off again
Yeah.
relationship They are like betrothed.
They are one and only
You know,
to
they
each
are
other.
one and only. A reference from the episode we just watched. Who else is heavy hitter? Amber is this girl that's.
There's always I think Amber. I think just the name Amber conjures up a picture already.
Yeah, you know.
You know, she's Cameron's female friend that Nikki doesn't like or trust.
Yes, and also Nikki, Cameron, and Amber are all like 13.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who else is there? There's Callie.
Oh, Callie, of course.
Yep.
So she's the antithesis of Sarah.
Yes.
Because she's this sweet girl, also from Kansas, who is just like friendly and warm and really likes Brayden and really shows it. Whereas Sarah is like, I don't know, why am I calling her Sarah? Sarah is a bit more cool.
Yeah. And one bad thing about Callie though, she is a horse girl.
She is a horse girl.
Her one drawback.
That is true. She's very much a horse girl.
Yeah. So sorry to all the horse girls out there.
Sorry to the horses.
Sorry to this man.
Sorry to this wife.
Sorry to this horse. Okay, who else? So we have those people.
Taylor Lautner cameoed in the episode we just watched.
Okay, let's go through all the cameos.
All the guest stars.
All the guest stars. Should we actually get a list of the guest stars and read
let's
it out?
react to them. Let's have a little reacting moment. Ryan Quanten, that's his name.
Ryan Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa.
I made it out of play. Carmen
Carmen
Electra.
Carmen Electra is a heavy hitter in season 2.
Yes, she plays Johnny's love interest.
Mona.
Yeah. And they get into business together.
Oh, Simon.
Simon's
a bit forgettable to me.
I mean, it is a major plot point.
He is, but like I just don't want to talk about him.
Well, I'm just going to say Simon is basically Ava has a love interest. It's a whole
She almost
thing.
gets married to him. Maybe she does, maybe she doesn't.
We don't know.
But Johnny's still around.
Johnny.
Also, she gets like a gay assistant in season 2.
Yes, that's
He's
right.
fun, yeah.
And he, I think, is in... I remember him being in some other show that I really loved, but I can't remember. Colby Freed.
Yeah, that's him.
This guy.
You're
Yes, his name's
talking-
Colbin. He's played by Jonathan
Is he in
Slavin.
Community or something? What is he in? No, he's in Dr. Ken. Santa Clarita Diet, the famous show.
What do I remember him from? He's in something called Take Your Birth Control. He's in Bob's Burgers.
I reckon he's like cameoed in like Friends, Rules of Engagement,
Better Off
Weeds,
Ted.
My Name is Earl. My Name is Ally. Summerland. A Cinderella Story. Who's Vernon? Can you open a new tab? I can do it. A Cinderella.
My
Story.
computer has been hijacked.
Vernon.
And that's fine.
I'm in.
Crack the codes.
Oh, yes. He's like, I can't let you in. I'm closed.
Yes. He's
she's
the
like,
guy that owns the costume shop.
Yeah,
I knew
yeah,
him
yeah,
somewhere.
yeah.
We cracked the code. Okay. Callie, Amber, Jesse Head. Jesse gives head.
Who's Jesse? Oh, is he like Callie's friend maybe? The emo looking one?
Yeah.
No, he's
No?
Larry. He's Larry from So Little Time.
What?
Tara, if you're watching, it's Larry.
It is, yeah. So Little Time, ER, Summerland, Boston Public.
Yeah, he does. He plays a guy that likes Callie, I think.
Yes, I do know. I do.
Yeah.
I do remember this guy.
Tyler Patrick Jones. That sounds like a famous name. You wouldn't have 3 names unless you were important.
Or unless you're a serial killer.
Oh, he's irrelevant.
I do know. He's
Yours,
the
my
kid!
house!
This is the kid that steals the photo in the episode that we
nude,
watched.
the
Okay.
nude. Okay.
So in a bit we will explain
Today's
the
episode.
synopsis of
Yeah.
today's episode because Diamond.
Kellen Lutz? Sorry, who was Kellen Lutz?
Kellen Lutz is in it.
In 2 episodes.
40.
Click on his character.
What is 40?
Oh, I think he surfs with Brayden. Oh, I don't think I've ever noticed that it was him, so we'll have to watch out for
He
him.
surfs with Brayden.
Look, that looks like it's him. He looks like they're like wrong side of the tracks friends that like Brayden would get messed up with and get him into trouble.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
does that happen?
I don't remember. All right, we've got
Danielle Panabaker
Michael
as well.
Danielle Panabaker. Yeah. Michael Angarano, I was right. He plays
He's like 2 years older than
Nikki.
Nikki,
He's maybe
an
like
older
15.
man.
And she falls in love with him, but he's gay.
Oh yeah.
I think he may be the only gay character apart from
Well, yeah, that's
Ava's
true.
assistant.
So, yeah, I forgot he was gay.
Mm.
I don't see sexuality.
I don't see at all.
I'm blind.
Turns out I've been blind this whole time.
Christy Carlson Romano. Don't scroll past a name like that. Who was she? You know that's Kim Possible, right? And Ren from Even Stevens.
Yeah.
And Cadet Kelly.
But what was she in this?
Go back up. Christy.
Oh, I know. I think I know who she was. She
Gotta
was
get
one
it.
of the surfers when all the surfers come from Hawaii to see Jay.
A famous
I
surfer?
think she was one. She's one of the ones that plays.
No. She's this celebrity that they work with.
That's right! Okay.
You were so far
I was so
off.
close.
She's like a diva actress or singer that who has to make clothing for?
Ava and Susanna
and
have to
Susanna.
make clothing for her, and she's like very much
Like a diva.
Yeah, she's a diva at
I'm
the
not a diva.
jewelry store.
Yes. Yes, she's a what did they rebrand to? She's a
Lovisa. Did they rebrand, or is that a different company?
They rebranded.
Oh wow, that's
Little fun
inside
fact.
scoop. Pepper Sweeney, what a
That's a
name.
good name.
Cameron Daddo, the voice of Smooth 91.5.
I saw him in Legally Blonde, I'm pretty sure.
What?
He's from Melbourne.
Yeah. What?
Bryant?
Who is Bryant? Ali is opening tabs
do.
without doing anything. I don't know how she's doing
Control
this.
T, mate.
I will control my tea.
Why won't it tell us who he... Oh, wait. He's not Cameron's dad, is he? No.
Cameron Daddo. Cameron's Daddo.
There's only one person for this role that we need to hire. Cameron Daddo.
Oh my
And who are you
God.
playing? Cameron's
Cameron's
Daddo.
No, I don't think it is.
Oh, I know who he was. Okay. Picture the summer bonfire party, the one that Amber comes to, and there's a married couple, and they cheated.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Cameron Daddo.
Cameron Daddo. Who would have known? Who would have known?
What a missed opportunity in casting him as Cameron's dad, but
It's
you
true.
win some, you lose some. You know, he is now obviously the face and
the
voice
Cameron Daddo.
of Smooth FM, so he's winning. Saw Kelly and then Roland down here, and I was like, Kelly Roland! No, it's two, I combined two names. Yeah, this is literally
We're
everyone
getting
that's...
down to the irrelevant people.
Hunter Parrish!
Uncredited.
Why was Hunter Parrish uncredited? Thank God we scrolled down all the way to the
Literally,
end.
never stop scrolling, people. That's a lesson for you.
Holy guacamole. Oh.
The Hunter Parrish from 17 again.
The
And
Hunter Parrish from Weeds.
Sleepover. Oh,
And Sleepover.
two kinds of people.
No. Hey, you know I'm that kind of person.
You're very much this
But
kind
I
of
loved
person.
Weeds because solely because of him. It was like him at the age.
And then Mary Kate was in it as well.
Yes, and he
Yeah.
was the age that he was in Sleepover at the beginning of Weeds. So he's young. He's got his
peak.
like teeth aren't fixed yet,
He's so beautiful.
and he's like
He's
having
this
sex.
age. He's this age, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, Shailene. Oh, I thought that was Shailene Woodley. So sorry, Alexa Vega.
Why are there no Yancey pics?
She wasn't invited to the premiere. They could only have 4. That's a little sleepover joke for you.
Yeah. So come on,
Is that
sleep
Okay, but who was he in Summerland? We're gonna have to keep an eye out. We're gonna have to have another
He was in
Summerland day
RV.
real soon. I think he was the other family's brother
Yeah.
that Jojo like has a little eye sex with.
Jojo has a little ho-ho with.
It was him. He's like a nerdy
Oh,
little
he's beautiful.
RV boy.
Kristen Chenoweth.
What a dream team. Who was the dad? It was Jeff Bridges. Is that Jeff Bridges?
Who is the Cameron Daddo?
Who's the Cameron Daddo of this movie?
Hey girl, want me to be a Cameron Daddo?
Instead of calling man daddy, it's now Daddo.
Daddo.
Cameron Daddo to his
Cam
family.
Daddo.
Cam
C
Daddo.
Daddo.
CM. Trademark.
Cam Mark. Oh,
Dad
God.
Mark.
Dad Mark. All right.
Back to business.
Let's just explain the synopsis of the episode we just watched.
Opens with
Wet
Jason
dream.
McCartney having a wet dream about aquamarine.
Yeah. Then we cut to Martha,
That
who
storyline's
is
fairly irrelevant. But
Derek's
little
friend,
yeah.
and her brother, who's an
Yes.
annoying little shit.
They're snooping through the house looking for fun things to do.
And they go into Johnny's room, and Derek's like, "Get out of Johnny's
You shouldn't be in
room."
here.
And he's like, "Oh, this box that's really up high and is clearly
Hidden away for children to not reach.
Yeah, he gets it out. There's like a signed baseball, some memorabilia, some old photos, and a Polaroid.
A nude, an old school nude.
An old school nude
In the
of
flesh.
Ava,
Of Aunt Ava.
Derek's aunt.
Yes.
Creepy.
That Johnny took.
Johnny did take it.
And did not throw it away when they broke up.
No.
Which
and-
is a big red flag for any man. So that's
or it's
point
just
one
the
assignment.
fact that they're betrothed.
That's true.
I mean, I don't encourage that behaviour, but
But the problem is little weasel boy, what's his name?
Weasel.
Weasel took the photo, so little Derek ran out of the room to go and help his aunt like a good boy, and this little weasel snatched the Polaroid, put it in his pants.
Put it on his dick.
Wrapped
Rubs
it
it on his
around.
dick, and he's like, "I'm not a virgin anymore."
And then showed it to like all the kids on the beach, including Taylor Lautner,
Mm-hmm.
and got Ava into a lot of trouble.
And then Derek's going through this existential crisis because he's like, oh,
He doesn't
Martha's
think-
mum said she can't come over anymore.
She doesn't like me anymore. He doesn't understand.
And he's lost so much, so
Meanwhile,
it's like hard.
Nikki is hanging out with her gap-toothed boyfriend, Zac Efron.
Yes.
Cameron,
but
the
not-
son of Cameron
Yeah.
Daddo, but not really.
No Daddo involved in this one, just Cameron.
And Cameron has got a new job at a smoothie place, but guess who else works there?
Amber.
So Nikki, as any teen girl would do, gets a job across the street at the other shop, just cleaning the windows so she can spy on them.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy.
Yeah,
and
it
she's
is.
like very jealous. Like
She's very possessive.
she's really possessive, and we both said like when we were that age, we were clearly on her
We
side.
identify with her as a young adult, being like, "Oh, Cameron, like be nice," but now we're like, "Nikki, be cool,
Be cool.
lay it low a little bit,
Be cool. Stay
Let
in
them have
school.
friends." Yeah.
Get an
So
education.
Now Amber and Nikki are becoming friends, which is great.
Yes, because our Queen Erica gave her the advice.
Yes.
By referencing Othello,
Othello.
she's like, you should basically befriend her.
Yeah.
And then that way he'll have nothing to be jealous about.
Yeah.
But I almost said jelly about. But it does work because...
Still get
jelly! I get aeroplane jelly! And then she and Amber are bonding over ice cream. And they're talking about Cameron. And Amber is truly just platonically like, he's my best friend.
Yeah.
And
Which
they're
we
kind of...
stand.
Yeah, exactly. And they're normalizing like...
Boy-girl friendships.
Exactly.
Very important.
Excellent. And then they're having a conversation just about Cameron and how well they know him and things about him and what they like about him. And Nikki says he's like, he's like a spineless jellyfish.
He's sweet, but he doesn't have a backbone.
Yeah,
And
I
then
think that's
she
exactly what she says.
yells to the high heavens, "All hail King Cameron! No, all hail Cameron, king of the jellyfish!" And who should be there behind them to hear that? But then when they move out of frame and, Cameron can't hear anymore, she's like, I just, but he's the sweetest jellyfish and I'm in love with him.
Pretty much.
But he doesn't hear that part, of course.
And all he hears is her be like, he's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, he's
and then
got
she turns around and
no
sees him
personality.
and she's like, got her ice cream. She's like, and smiles at him and he's like, fuck you,
And
man.
he rides off on his bike and turns
Really
around.
slowly.
And the music was probably cut out at that
Yeah.
point.
So that's that storyline. Then we go over to Brayden's wet dreams. He is falling. Ow! To quote a pedophile. He is.
It's a sequel to To Kill a Mockingbird.
To Kill a Mockingbird, yeah. To quote a pedophile. And then the third one, where the Blue Jays, or whatever the new one was.
Mockingjay? Oh, you mean her actual second book?
So Brayden is falling hard for Sarah. And so he's like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to get laid.
In a cave.
In a cave. Truly in a cave. My first
Truly in a
question
cave.
was, how is that going to happen
The first
without...
question on the podcast should be, where do you live to the end? Was it in a cave?
And if it's a no, then you need to leave. Only cave...
Sex doers.
Cave losers. But not a loser, like you're actually a winner, but you've lost your virginity. Therefore you're
But
a
you've
cave
gained
loser.
an experience.
Exactly.
So.
And potentially an STI.
And some sand.
Yeah, nothing but sand.
Yeah.
That
Nothing
cut-
but sand.
Once again, a visual episode
So
today.
sorry.
Ali just did a little bit of a nothing but net moment, but said
I
the
said
word
sand.
So there's that, and then what? Oh, wait, yeah, so he consults Johnny and Jay.
Who are like parental figures, but also friend figures.
Yeah.
So like he feels comfortable talking to them about how he wants to have sex with Sarah.
Yeah,
And they feel very comfortable telling him how to do it.
age-wise, we feel like Jay's probably late 20s and Johnny's like early 30s, early to mid 30s.
Yeah. Well, again, we'll put some photos in. You can judge for yourself.
Yeah. So they are very encouraging. They give him extra condoms.
Like multiple condoms. Yeah.
Yeah. And then basically he goes, Ava like looks in his room in the morning. She's like, where is he?
He didn't come home last night.
And they're like, that's right, but he's
That's
gonna come
right.
back.
He did not. He didn't come
Come
home,
home,
but he
did
came.
come. And then he like comes in, they're like, how was your night? And he was like,
And
good.
Ava had just found out what had happened. Like
Yeah.
the second before he walked through the door, they were like, he became a man last
The
night.
second before he walked through the door, he became a man last night.
And
New
so
song.
so Johnny's line was like, hey, any change from last night? Referring to the many, many condoms he gave him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, no. And goes up the stairs.
He's like, I fucked 70 times
Yeah.
last night.
yeah. In a cave.
In a cave. He entered 2 types of caves that night.
He got wet in more ways than one.
Exactly. And then... Is that all the storylines of the episode?
And then Ava tries to have... Ava goes into his room and he's like, in his post-sex feeling cool moment,
Yeah.
drumming on his desk.
But with pencils like an 8-year-old would. Like, he had nothing else to do, just being...
And he's like, enter if you dare.
Is what Sarah said to him the night before.
What the crabs said in the cave.
Oh, she had crabs?
No, just the friendly crabs, like regular crabs in the cave said that.
Oh, right.
And so Ava's like, I want to be able to talk about this with you. And then they do.
And then they do, and they have an opus conversation. An opus...
My magnum opus conversation.
An open conversation. And it's an excellent ep.
It's a really
We chose a
good
good
ep.
ep.
We wanted to have a bit of variety from all the different story, all the different characters.
It is season 1, episode 7.
Yeah.
So you're aware. And we are just so in love with the show, and we have been for so long.
It never ever gets old. Ever.
No. And what would you say is your favourite storyline, character, song appearance?
Ooh, well, my favourite song appearance has to be when Jessie and Sarah are in her home studio and she sings A Common Thread. Probably not much better than I'm singing it. And then he comes in with his really good... Actually, she's pretty good. She's pretty decent. Sorry, Sarah.
Sorry to this man.
And they... Sorry to this mermaid. And they sing together in her studio.
Yeah.
But anytime a Jesse McCartney song plays in the show, it's almost like if you have a drink, like sip for when a Jesse McCartney song plays.
Yeah. It's similar to Lizzie McGuire with Hilary Duff songs.
When a Hilary Duff song plays. And
all
I'm
of a sudden you
thinking...
just hear... Ooh, 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 ooh.
Keep going.
On an island by myself, silent or too loud, wishing I was somewhere else. Then I can't believe you hit me fast and hard when you turn to me and say, never change the way you are.
Alright,
Anyway.
so if you'd like to make a drinking game out of this, I think when a Jesse McCartney song plays is a good one. When Jay has some like Aussie reference that like obviously was written by Americans, but it's like some like Bondi, the kangaroos.
Yeah.
You know? What else would you say?
When Johnny talks about real estate. When Susanna's literally only point of being there is to support Ava.
Yeah. No other storyline for herself or development. When you can see Ava's nips through her top. It's a very like Rachel Green season 7 to 9.
It's not inappropriate.
No, it's just there, you know, which we like.
When Erica quotes an obscure like play or book
to show that she's not only hot but also smart.
Yeah, they really drummed that in there.
They drove that home.
When Callie talks about horses. No, it's not that often.
But it's pretty damn close. I love that line that she said.
When Derek talks about death.
Yeah.
When Simon talks about space.
The Pleiades. You know what? That's how I know that aliens are real, because Simon knows they're real.
Yeah. Simon Cowell.
Yeah.
It's not Simon
One
Cowell. Whomst else?
When Sarah does something reckless and you can tell she's probably lying.
And she also is always very upfront about it. Also, I feel
she's
like
a fairly decent, honest person.
Yeah.
Oh, well, actually, no. The whole storyline of hers was like a lie. That was like the whole point. But like, she does tell the truth about some things.
Yeah, we would highly recommend watching it to get the full
understanding of this.
Because we don't want to spoil anything.
We don't.
How many times Brayden is just like a spoiled little brat, especially second season when he gets into surfing more?
He gets like surfing contracts and sponsors and starts being like, I'm too cool for any of you. Like, I'm Jesse McCartney. In the break, probably has become Jesse McCartney. Like, I feel like did Beautiful Soul.
Channels that energy.
Yeah, and then comes back with like, I'm a hot shit now, you know?
Yeah, he's a hot shit.
A hot pile of shit.
Steaming shit. Every time Nikki and Cameron peck, because they peck quite often, it's very cute.
It is very cute. Anytime you see Zac Efron's gap tooth smile before he got braces to fix them.
Drink.
Finish your drink.
Finish your drink. Do we have anything else to say about it?
I don't think so.
We think that's everything for this Summerland episode, but
we just hope that we've enticed you even, to go and check it out.
Yeah. And we would be happy to do a follow-up episode because we can talk about this.
Oh, we would be more than happy.
We could do an episode by episode.
We could do a reaction because we're so funny, honestly, sitting in our little bed,
Yeah.
watching and yelling out at the TV.
And we do share a bed. It's like a Bert and Ernie situation, but it's one bed. And it just says A because our names both start with
It
A, so we
works.
don't need multiples.
Yeah.
And my side is slightly more orthopedic than Ali's is.
As it would be, because you take it more seriously.
Yeah.
I kind of say my body is just going to disintegrate and I'm going to let it.
And I kind of say my body's a wonderland, so I'm going to take care of it.
We missed your body, it's a wonderland.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, it took me a while to get that.
That's all right, you got there.
But everyone, thank you so much for watching and or listening to this. Really appreciate it, as always. Hope you're having a lovely day, wherever you are.
night.
Or night. Hey,
Or morning.
don't forget about nights.
Someone has to.
Someone has to
Remember
not
it.
forget about nights. Ally, where can all the people find you?
Oh, they can find me on Instagram
Mm,
at a girl named Ally.
Not
on
a
YouTube.
girl named Dally. A
But
girl
you'll
named
still
Dally.
get there.
Yeah.
Or on YouTube, also a girl named Ally.
Also on PooTube.
And maybe on OnlyFans. Who knows? Not
Feet?
yet, but someday.
I think you should monetize those feet.
That's all I would have to monetize. It's my best feature. So.
Yeah, truly.
Yeah.
Although that would be better if she took better care of them and wore orthopedic shoes like she's supposed to.
That's true.
Woo!
Maybe now I'll start taking care of them.
Yeah.
I have a true incentive.
Me
Feet
calling
money.
you out. Oh, feet money. And if you want to see all the things that I'm doing, you can follow me on Instagram at Ashley Crapapp, on Twitch, TikTok, Twitter. I really should plug Twitter more.
Yeah, it's so
I'm-
fun.
I'm very
I love
ba-
Twitter.
you're
In fact,
very good
follow
at
my
it.
Twitter as well.
Yeah.
It's really good. And my Spotify.
I'm very bad at Twitter.
No, you're not. You just don't post enough.
Yeah, I forget. I forget it exists.
Forget everything we ever had.
Also, speaking of Spotify, the playlist. I always forget to tell people about the playlist. There's a playlist of all the songs that people say that they cry to.
Oh,
Yeah, so I've made a
love
playlist
that.
with each song, so you can go weep
Okay.
to those if you want. And otherwise, just stay hydrated. Ali, would you like to take a big sip of water with me?
This is probably my first sip of water for the day.
Cheers. Also, the first sip of water, it's
It hits different.
2:18 p.m.
I'm kidding, but I had some in my coffee. So.
She's lying. Okay. Bye.
Bye.